Hi, welcome back to my channel, Spicy Gringa. Today we're going to be making stuffed bell peppers, so let's get started. So now we're going to go over the ingredients that you're going to need for the stuffed bell peppers. 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 cups of cheddar Colby Jack cheese, 1 cup of already made Mexican rice, a jar of sliced pimentos, 1 onion. You're going to need some bell peppers, 2 pasilla peppers, tomato sauce, my homemade salsa macha, and then your spices are going to be cumin, garlic, onion, salt, pepper, paprika, and chili powder. So now to start, I'm going to show you how to clean out your bell pepper with all the seeds and the white insides. Take a small paring knife and you're I'm just going to go around the top of the bell pepper because you're not going to use it. And pull it out, clean out all those seeds. You can take your paring knife and clean it all out as much as possible. Cut around it, but I like using my hand. Be careful not to break the bell pepper in half. And you're gonna get all the seeds and the insides of the bell pepper as much as possible. I mean, again, you're gonna eat it, it's fine. And this is how it should look when you're all done with all of your peppers. So now I have my oven preheated at 400 degrees, and we are going to place the bell peppers that have been de-seeded and deveined in the oven for 20 minutes, and they will cook while we're making our ground beef mixture. So I already added a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil to the pan. Let that get hot. I'm at about a medium-high heat. And then you're just gonna start adding your ground beef. And you can use turkey meat, you can use ground chicken, you can really use whatever type of ground meat you would like. I prefer ground beef. This is a pretty lean beef. And you're just gonna continue to stir and brown this up. I'm gonna add my onion as well. And we're just gonna cook this all up together for a couple of minutes. Okay, so now that the ground beef is more than halfway cooked with the onions, I'm gonna add the 2 pasilla peppers that I just diced up. I'm gonna add all of the spices, and you can add more after everything gets going. If it needs a little bit more salt, add more salt. If you don't like these kinds of peppers, you can use the tops of the bell peppers that we cut off. And then I'm gonna be adding the jar of the sliced pimentos with the juice. And these are just roasted bell peppers. And you're gonna just move it around, cook it a little bit. And then I'm also going to be adding, so this is my homemade salsa macha, which you can get the recipe. I will put the recipe link in the description of this recipe. It is so delicious. I cook with it, we eat it on tacos, chips, whatever you'd like. I'm just gonna put a dollop, and this is just for heat. And again, this has a bunch of dried chilies and spices. So it's just gonna add more flavor to it. If you don't have it, that's fine. You can go without it. It's still gonna be delicious either way. And then I'm going to add in the can of tomato sauce. And if you don't have this, you can just use diced tomatoes. And then I kind of last second decided I wanted it a little bit chunky, so I just added a can of Rotel. Again, with all the juices, I do like a little bit of the chunky tomato in it, so I did add it. But you don't have to if you don't want to. either way. Okay, so now that everything's been incorporated, I'm going to add the cooked Mexican rice. And you can add more rice. Again, use your discretion. These recipes you can alter, add, take out, whatever you would like. And I'm gonna throw the lid on it, and then I'm just gonna let it cook here for another 20-30 minutes. And then I'll take the peppers out and start stuffing, and we'll put it all together and get to cooking. Okay, so I took the peppers out of the oven. They're lightly cooled just so that I can handle them a little bit better. And I'm just gonna stuff them all the way to the very top. And then we're gonna take some cheese, of course. Everything's better with cheese. And we're just going to pile it on. And then we're gonna pop them in the oven because the peppers are already cooked. So they don't need a long time. They just need until, you know, the cheese is pretty much melted. The mixture's already cooked. So you're only gonna pop them in the oven for maybe another 20 minutes at 350. And then just watch them, and then we'll pull them out and we'll get ready to eat. So I pulled them out of the oven and I'm going to plate it up. See how it goes. I'm going to top with just a little bit of cilantro and my delicious salsa matcha. And again, if you want this recipe, it will be on the description below. You just click on the link and you can get the recipe. And a dollop of this for heat and flavor. And it is absolutely delicious. Enjoy.